We've made it through another month of the garden season, and while I never get everything done that I plan to, there's been some big changes in the garden. Let's check it out. Hi friends, I'm Laura. This is Double Vision Homestead, and we're gonna start out in my garden shed for this monthly tour of the garden. It is the end of March 2024, and it is busy in the garden shed. As the season starts, there's a lot more plants indoors than there is outdoors, and I spend a lot more time here because it's too cold, it's too wet, things aren't growing out there. So I get them all started nice and big. As you can see, my peppers here are getting huge, which is exactly what I want, and they're not going out to the garden anytime soon. It's gonna be a jungle in here by the time these plants go outside. Let's see what we have here so far. So as you can see, I have lots of peppers growing, and in the back there, I've got the 9-star broccoli, the perennial broccoli, or more kind of like a cauliflower in the very back there. There's also some artichokes in here. They are ready to go outside. There's no reason for them to be indoors now other than I have not built the beds for them yet. Leeks, they can go outside, they just haven't made it outside. And then I've got some smaller broccoli plants. I've got tomatoes back here. This looks like a tomatillo. I've got a couple of those growing. Tiny little eggplants. I forgot to start them, and so they're gonna be a little bit behind, but that's okay. And then let's go down a shelf again. Oh look, we've got more peppers and more peppers and more peppers. Sometimes I don't really know what I'm thinking, but they're looking pretty good. They've gone through a little bit of shock in the last couple weeks because I did top them so that they would bush out more. As you can see, this one's starting to grow a second sprout, a second direction. This one hasn't yet, but it will. Hopefully this will create bushier plants, which means they'll shade themselves, the peppers, from the sun, and then the fruit won't get damaged from the sun. But this one's exciting. I'm not sure what happened here, but I have one pepper plant with variegated leaves. So I'm interested to see how it turns out, and if it's just was a pepper that was mislabeled or not, because it's just orange snack pepper, and none of my snack peppers last year had variegated leaves. So I can't wait to watch for that one. That's about all I have indoors here. I haven't started any of my flower seeds yet. I plan to very soon. In fact, probably today, later today, I'll be starting flower seeds. I do not consider myself much of a flower gardener, but I do like to have extra flowers around. I think they're beautiful. I just never, I don't know, I just don't have the same passion and drive for planting them. I just enjoy seeing them. So I will get some planted so that they can go out in the garden, and I'll just tuck them around everywhere so that I can enjoy the pretty flowers. Let's go check out, see if there's anything growing in the garden right now. Not sure if you can see, but the peas that I planted this month are all starting to sprout. These ones are a little bit bigger, so it's a little easier to see. But that little green little hut there is a beer slug trap, because I'm trying to have my plants survive and the slugs not to eat them. Other than the peas, this is pretty much the only bed that I've really planted a whole lot in. So I'm calling this my greens bed, but as I can see, there's already getting some damage from the slugs. So I need to start doing more battle, and I'll make a video of it as well. But I've got different kinds of Swiss chard, some bok choy, different lettuces, but this is where slugs have eaten the leaves. There's also some cilantro, and then in the the side that looks unplanted back here, I've got root vegetables that just haven't sprouted yet. Let's see what's in the bed across from it. So this bed I have not planted or done anything with. These are bunching onions that I did not harvest last year, and I'm letting them bloom so that I can save the seeds and plant more of them. These ones are red bunching onion, and they're delicious. Then we also have peas that are growing. These I meant to harvest the seeds to save so I could plant them this year, and I never got around to it, so they planted themselves. And they've sprouted, and they're all over, and I'm really not going to plant anything in this bed till May or June when it's warmer. So I'm just gonna let these do what they want to for now and enjoy what I get without any work from me. Rhubarb's looking pretty good. Hopefully I'll get a good harvest from it this year. And it looks like I've got some work to do because my raspberries are spreading out all over the place. Pretty soon this whole garden's gonna be a raspberry patch if I don't do something about it soon. So this is an Asian pear tree that I planted last year or the year before. I think it was just last year, and it's looking great. It's blooming, it's beautiful. I actually got a few Asian pears from it last year, which was surprising since it was the first year it was planted. With how many flowers are on it, I'm hopeful that we're going to get a lot of fruit this year, and you know, they're delicious. I don't usually go with these multi-fruit because I've heard of people where you end up with one that ends up taking over eventually, but I just only have so much space to grow plants. So I decided instead of picking 4 or 5 different Asian pears, I would just go with this one tree and see how it does. And so far I've been nothing but happy about it. Not a lot else out here in the garden. The shallots that I didn't harvest last year are actually looking great. They may end up being small because they're so close together, so they'll just be small shallots, but that's perfectly fine because there's so many of them growing that I don't think it'll be a problem. Garlic's all popped up. The onions look like they're doing okay that I just planted a couple weeks ago. Now let's go see what's going on in the hoop house. I did get to check off a huge task off of my to-do list this month, which was cleaning out the hoop house, which means all of these buckets. We took out all the root balls, all the plant matter, got rid of it, refilled the buckets, and yes, we are reusing what is in there. I'll amend it for some plants, other plants will be just fine, but checked off. And now let's see what's inside the hoop house. Since it's starting to rain, perfect time. Okay, so here we have my cabbages. These are just all like a green cabbage. I can't remember what kind, maybe Jersey Wakefield. And then here are my broccoli plants. They all look like they're doing okay so far. Might need a little something extra. And then I've got some lettuce and spinach that we've been eating, and We got some Mizuna and some more lettuce up here. So pretty soon, this place is just going to be full of plants. Every month it's going to be a huge different from the month before, so I'm very excited to keep sharing with you so you can see how much it grows between months. If you like this content, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon in the garden.